Oh, yes, thank you. There's just enough batteries. Okay. Hi, my name is Crim. I haven't heard back from any of my friends that have gone in there, so naturally, I'm going to go into the same building that everybody went missing in.
I don't know where or when I am, really, or how there's conveniently a microphone placed right here for me to talk to y'all. But with what I've found, I can talk to y'all about the set. The story is about how Nashi, the son of Tamio, has gone missing. The only thing to lead to his whereabouts is a cryptic old warped video. You'll join the ensemble cast of Nico Eris, Tyvar Kell, Zamon Wola, Kaido Shizuki, and one of my favorites, the Wanderer, as they fight for their lives on a plane unlike any other. Their journey through this house, the rescue team will encounter many of the spooky inhabitants of Duskmourn, Magic's take on a modern horror plane, combining the creepy aesthetics like physical embodiments of fears and nightmares like the fear of missing out, and other nightmares, of course. Speaking of haunting scenery, we'll be getting full art Manorlands by the iconic Dan Mumford that can be found in the Duskmourn play boosters and collector boosters. Now that we've seen what this house will look like in the landscape, let's go over all the card treatments. First off, a double exposure frame with the Wanderer and of course Toby. There's also a double exposure textured frame. These double exposure cards also have textured foil versions, giving them an added layer of depth. Love the way the black background helps the wandering rescuer art pop out more without actually having anything pop out at you, like her little friend in the back. You can find these exclusively in collector boosters. Let's go over the paranormal treatment. As showcased on the paranormal frame cards with trippy art, a beautiful display of colors, and a special static crackle. You can find these treatment on cards like Come Back Wrong or Chainsaw. These can be found in the House of Horror play boosters and collector boosters. Let's move on to the mirror monsters. Oh man, in every horror movie, the monsters are always right behind you or staring right back at you in the mirror. Well, great news, mirror monster cards are another special treatment that you can find in Duskmourn. These show off borderless pieces of artwork that center the subjects of horror and nightmares with the house. I'm excited to talk to you about the Japan Showcase cards. As you can see with this enduring tenacity, but on top of that, we've got the brand new gorgeous fracture foil as you can see on the Overlord of the Hauntwoods. That's not all, because we're also seeing the return of special guest cards, as you can see with this collected company as the squad goes ghost hunting. Let's talk the mechanics. We're gonna see the return of Delirium as shown here on Fear of Missing Out, and then we have a new mechanic as seen here on Overlord of the Hauntwoods. We've got Impending. The world of Duskmourn is constantly shifting and moving around because of the new mechanic, Rooms. And like every scary, spooky house, there's always a bunch of mysterious rooms. Find out how these rooms work at the Duskmourn debut. I'm excited to talk to you about the return of Archenemy, with a few updates as well. First off, how does it work? Okay, so Archenemy is a 3v1. Your team of 3 people will take their phases together. They'll draw together, they'll share a main phase, a combat together. They can block for each other. It's two-headed giant for those that are familiar with, well, two-headed giant. And then the Archenemy gets their own turn. The team of 3 shares a pool of 60 life, while the Archenemy just also has a pool of 60 life. And then on top of that, the Archenemy will have their own oversized deck of scheme cards. Here are the 2 scheme cards revealed so far: Savor Your Agony and Time Bends to My Will. This is going to be kind of like a collaborative format, and just like all the horror movies, it's always about banding together and taking down the greater evil. So if you go out and you pick up a box, play booster or collector booster of Duskmourn, you'll get this. Yes, this totally terrifying twitching doll that totally will be crawling through my nightmares, but you'll also get a collector booster pack while supplies last. And if you want to see more from Duskmourn, be sure to tune into Duskmourn's debut at PAX West and/or tune into the Twitch stream or YouTube stream on August 31st at 2 p.m. Pacific. Starting September 1st will be the 13 days of Duskmourn, where you'll get more previews from the set. Otherwise, you can go to your local pre-release starting the 20th of September, and then Duskmourn will be released on Arena on the 24th of September, and then available everywhere on the 27th. And if you want to find out more about the world and all of the inhabitants of Duskmourn, make sure you go check out the Planeswalker's Guide to the World linked down below. That's about all the info I can give you. And until then, I'll hopefully see you at a pre-release, assuming that I can somehow get out of this dimension or world plane that I'm in. Oh, God.